And gazpacho is a soup from the south of Spain. It's eaten cold and it's very, very good, especially on a hot August day like today. So let me show you what we're going to need for that. I have some vegetable broth here. I have some tomato puree, some sugar, bread, a cucumber, some tomatoes, an onion, garlic, and some paprika, salt and pepper, a little bit of anchovy paste, and then I have some sherry vinegar and some red wine vinegar. So I'm going to start with peeling my tomatoes, and my water is boiling, so that should be done in a minute. And what you want to do, you want to take a knife, and your flour is here for your tomato, and you go to the other side and you make like an X in here into each tomato, and then you place that into a bowl because you want to take the skin off, and that's very easy once they're laying in the boiling water for about maybe 30 seconds or so. So here comes the boiling water, and I'm going to leave them in there for about 30 seconds or so, and then they're going to be so easy to peel. I'm going to take my tomatoes out with a slotted spoon, so I don't burn myself, and put them on a little towel here to dry them off. And then come here, and then I can show you how easy this is now to take the skin off. See? This is great. Potatoes are all peeled, and I'm going to cut them in half now. And cut out the little flour. And with the spoon, I'm going to take out the seeds because I don't want them in my soup. I have a little spoon here. I'm just gonna take the seeds out. So my tomatoes are all finished, and now I'm going to take half of my bread here, and I'm just going to soak them in my tomato puree and just let them sit there. And now I'm just going to cut my bread for my breadcrumbs, and those we'll use for later for the decorations. And I have 4 bowls chilled in the refrigerator. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Since the soup is eaten cold, you want everything to be cold. And the soup is going to chill for at least 3 or 4 hours. You can have it chilled overnight also, but when you do that, make sure that the paprika that you use for the decoration for later, that you put that in like one of these little airtight containers so they don't go bad on you for the next day or they look weird or so. I'm going to eat mine today, so I'm just going to chill it for like maybe 3 or 4 hours. So let's head over to the stove now and make our wonderful breadcrumbs. So make sure your butter is really hot. You see how those bubbles come up? That's a good sign. So now our breadcrumbs can go in. And they're going to taste really good with all the beautiful butter in here. They're going to get nice and golden brown. So let's give those a few minutes. I am going to cut my onion, just take the skin off, and then I'm going to grate that into my bowl with my tomatoes. And I'm just using the same grater that I use for my cheese. This little guy here. So our croutons are almost finished. Look at that beautiful color they have. And I'm just going to put them on a plate here so they can cool off. So let's go back to grating our onion. And Now we're going to do the garlic. I'm going to do 2. You can use 1 or do more, however you like it. And now I'm going to cut up peppers. Make sure we have no seeds in there, and you don't need to cut them up so small, just a little bit, because we are going to break everything down with our little fabulous magic wand here later. But do make sure that you cut some nice pieces for the decorations for every bowl for later. So I'm finished with my peppers, and now I'm going to peel my cucumber with this little thing here, and just you know, make sure I take all the skin off, and then I'll be right back. So I've peeled my cucumber and I've cut it in half. And what you do now, where's my little spoon here for my tomatoes? You just sort of spoon out the seeds like this. It's real easy. And that way you have no seeds in your cucumber. I'm going to cut this up now, keep some for the decoration, and then I'll be right back. I am going to add my vinegar. Vinegars, and my anchovy paste, my sugar, my slices of bread that are soaked in tomato puree, some vegetable broth, I need to wash my hands, hold on. And some salt and pepper. And now I'm going to use my fabulous blender here. And puree everything. So everything is nicely combined now, and I'm going to give it a try. If I need a little more salt and pepper or anything else. Oh, this is really good. Yeah, this is great. So I'm going to fill this now into my little bowls that are in the refrigerator and let it chill for, you know, 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll be back and then we'll finish it. So our gazpacho is done now, and I want to show you now how to decorate it, to give you some ideas or show you what I do. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of the pepper on here, and of the cucumber. And now some of our breadcrumbs. And I have a little bit of oregano out of my garden that I chopped up. I just want a little bit of that. And I'm going to top it off with a little bit of yogurt. And you can use creme fraiche or sour cream or creme double. I'm just going to spoon that on here. There you go. And there's Alexa's Gazpacho. Thank you so much for joining me today again. I will see you next time in Alexa's Kitchen, and thank you for always liking all my adventures. Bye-bye.